We are here for a very big game. The Georgehigton Derby. It will be taking place here live on Saturday kickoff this afternoon. And Jimmy, what a real big matchup this is going to be here between these two sides, especially for the Red Devils to lose against Inter Taloga in the last matchup from last weekend. But as for Georgehigton City, that might give them the big chance to try and do the exact same thing like what Taloga did last week and get the win here at home. Could they do it here in this local derby matchup against the Red Devils down the road to them? It's a very, very big game, as you just said, in terms of this rivalry. It really means a lot through the years, like the Ronaldo's and Messi rivalry between City and the Red Devils through the years, and even the rivalry that both teams have to compete for the Premier League title for the last, let's say, 13 years since Georgehigton City was taken over by rich owners, since they were a very smaller club they were before that, and they were grown into a real, let's say, powerhouse team. But this season, they have not been very, very good because they've been a team that missed out on European football last season. This season, they're doing the exact same thing slightly in terms of doing poor in the league, and they're not even in the top 7 in the Premier League. But it'll be a very good game, it will be, I think, for them to try and get the win here over the Red Devils. And I know that it's going to be tough for the Georgehigton City, but who knows? This victory might give them the big confidence and the big kick in the butt, hopefully, for City, if they've got any chances on doing more consistent results in the next few games until hopefully by the end of the season in June, if they got a chance to try and get anything out of the top 4 or maybe a cup run under Enzo Maresca, and also for the club as well, for them to try and get European football, especially after missing out from that last season. So hopefully this game might really be the big, let's say, chance to try and lift their spirits up for the first time this season if they pick up a major victory by the end of this game here this afternoon. And thank you very much there, Jimmy. And let's get straight now into the coverage now of the football here for this afternoon. The Georgehigton Derby will be the kickoff game here this afternoon. And let's get to that game right now at the Airlines Arena this afternoon. And let's get straight now to this matchup here at the Airlines Arena, as Georgehigton City will take on the Georgehigton Red Devils in the Georgehigton Derby. There's a rivalry between these two sides, goes a long way back. And we know the Red Devils did lose last week to Inter Taloga, but this week, could they put Taloga behind them and focus on potentially a win here against Georgehigton City? That'll be something if they can here away from home for the league leaders of the Premier League. And it'll be a very tough game it's going to be here. I'm telling you that now. But we'll see. We know that obviously they've got a very strong team. Roberto Firmino, Maradona up front. We've got Pedro Hersey, Nagolan Barella. We've got also Alaba, Smallford, Cellini and Carvalho, and also goalkeeper Mark ter Stegen. For the Red Devils, however, we have up front Wayne Rooney, Mbappe and Dybala and Usain Bolt. And Kante, Kai Havertz. In defence is Upamecano, Koulibaly, Kimmich and Carlos. And goalkeeper Chris Bailey in goal. So this will be a very, let's say, big matchup, by the way, between the two sides. But we'll see who comes up on top. Here we go. Let's get on the way. City and the Red Devils. And we're live for the match, definitely here. And could City try and get some confidence, in fact, for them? Because they've only drawn 9 games or 8 games so far this season and only won 3 matches. And they've lost a few games, actually. 7 games they've lost. And they are mid-table of the Premier League. And now clearance away. Now Mbappe. Dybala. Looking for the first opener in the game here for the Red Devils to score by. But Damien Smallfield was quite good there defensively to stop that from putting the ball in the box from Dybala to Rooney or maybe on Mbappe's head. Or Usain Bolt's. But good defending now. Now Alaba now. Lost the ball back again. Now Kai Havertz. Now Dybala. Now Nagolan now. Here's to Diego Maradona. Now here's Barella. And now all the way here for a chance. Now Upamecano. Head away. And now good defending now. Here's Nagolan now. Maradona. Here's Upamecano. Here's Havertz. And now here's a chance for Mbappe. Now to Dybala. And now a chance for Mbappe here to score. Shots! And it's gone all the way to the keeper. And now Barella. And now he's all the way to Firmino now. Clearance away. Okay, that's going to be a throw now. Now here's Barella. Now here's Diego Maradona. And now, okay, that's going to be a free kick. I think it's a free kick, yeah. Kante's been warned. I don't know if it was a dive or not, but it is a free kick, though, from the referee is going to give in this match. So, free kick given. Now, here's Diego Maradona. Chance there for a goal, but good defending there. Now, here's Hersey. Ricardo Carvalho. Header! Oh, close. And a cross right there, Carvalho there, but that's obviously gone wide. Now it's Diego Maradona. All the way there to Upamecano. Now boot away. Header there now to Mbappe. Now it's Dybala. Now Kimmich. Now it's Kante. Now Carlos. Shot Rooney. Good block. Now Barella. And that's going to be that here for half time. No goals scored. And it ends here at half time. Georgehigton City 0. The Georgehigton Red Devils 0. And we're back for the second half, and here we go. Goalless, of course, in the first half. Now here's Upamecano. Now it's Pablo Dybala now to Kai Havertz. Now here's to Mbappe. Offside. Now it's to Stegen. Now a header. Oh God, Maradona won the ball back here. Chance for Maradona. Now Kimmich. Now here's Barella. All the way there. Chance here. Oh God. Oh, mistake could have been made there from own goal potentially from Koulibaly. Miscommunication, but still 0-0. But here's Dybala now to here's Mbappe. Now it's Rooney. Looking for options here. Rooney! Oh! Close. Very close there for him to score by. And that's obviously gone wide. Goal kick here for City in the match. Now boots it away. Now a header. Rooney. Now Mbappe. Now Smallford. Now Mbappe here now is Smallford. Now throwing, obviously substitutes been made here. Hershey's coming off and Ziyech's coming on. And now Kai Havertz. Mbappe. And now it's Upamecano. Now Nagolan. Now Kai Havertz. Mbappe. Crossing the box here, header. Close. That's a throw-in right there now for City. Matuidi comes on, Aurier comes on, Cavadio comes off, and the Golden comes off. But here's now to a chance here now, Roberto Firmino. And looks like here now that's a free kick's been given. Now it is Alaba. Bicycle kick! Oh, chance! Very good chance, I've got to say. Terrific bicycle kick there from Hakim Ziyech. But a good save right there for the goalkeeper. Crossed in here. And there's a chance for a header there from Matuidi. And the header there has gone wide for a goal kick. Now a header. And now Pedro. Pushing forward here now for City. And now throw. Now Kimmich. Now Mbappe. Now is Kante, now is Kimmich. Now pass there to Usain Bolt. Shot, save. Clearance there for City. And the whistle's going to blow here for full time, and it is goalless. And a big point for City. They did very, very well to pick up a point here over the league leaders, as it ends here Georgehigton City 0, the Georgehigton Red Devils 0 at full time. A 0-0 goalless draw between Georgehigton City and the Georgehigton Red Devils. And tell us your thoughts about the game. Goalless in this matchup here. And what do you feel about the result here at the end of the matchup here, that these two teams could not pick up a victory, especially the Georgehigton Red Devils losing to Inter Taloga in their last matchup, and also in this game they got the point here away from home just round the road for them in the other side of Georgehigton in this derby matchup. A very, let's say, very disappointing game. I say that for the Red Devils because they didn't pick up a result last week and they lost at home, and this week they drew 0-0, but fair play to Enzo Maresca's Georgehigton City. They really, let's say, had some chances in the game. I feel the Red Devils were the better team throughout the whole game, as you probably expect them to be, as they're currently the league leaders of the league. But they could not break through and create any goals in the matchup with Mbappe or Usain Bolt or Kai Havertz or Dybala. It's been, let's say, chance of the chance. And I think City did quite well defensively to stop them from scoring. And look where City are in the league. Comparison to the Red Devils, they're currently 9th in the league, and a not very good season so far under this new manager Enzo Maresca. But a good performance he really pulled in against the Red Devils to pick up a draw against the league leaders. It really shows that City really want to try and push themselves, hopefully, in those European positions. But we know that for them, a very difficult start to the season. But as of right here, right now, picking up a draw against the Red Devils, who are the league leaders, will give them a lot of confidence, of course, going to the next matches and try and push up the league towards those European places. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. And let's get straight now into the coverage now of our matchup here now, coming up here on Saturday kickoff, as we have Padres Impact, as they will take on here against Inter Taloga. Let's get to the game. And we are live here for this evening's game, as we have Inter Taloga versus Padres Impact. And it'll be a real big game. This is going to be here live for these two sides, especially for Inter Taloga to go to the Red Devils last week and beat them 1-0 and end their unbeaten run in the Premier League. And that was massive for Erik ten Hag's side. It'd be big for them to win here, obviously, this evening. If they got a chance, obviously, try and catch up and go above Addis and try and get up to second place and try also chase on the Red Devils as well. Even they drew 0-0 against the Georgehigton City here earlier ago. And that was a real big chance, hopefully, for Teloga to use that in their advantage to hopefully win here for this game this evening. And they've got a strong team out, especially Anton Griezmann playing as well for that goal he scored from last week. But as for Padres, however, they've got a very good team. Very, let's say, boring last week they played of football at home as they drew 0-0 to Addis Gunners. But as of right here, right now, big chance for Padres to try and get into that top 4 position in the Premier League, as they're currently out of that currently in the moment in the league so far this season. But here we go though, Inter Teloga versus Padres, and we are live. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Griezmann. Now Eric Cantona. Now it's Lacazette. Now it's Dumfries. Now Beckham lost control of that now to Slidana. Now it's Yuri Tillemans. Now Cantona. Now Shevchenko. Header there now to Frankie de Jong. A chance right there for a shot deflection there for the defender. And a great save right there for Onana as well. And that's going to be here a corner right here now for Padres in the match. And good save. He's been brilliant this season for Onana. I've got to say, clean sheet last week against the Georgehigton Red Devils. The most best goalkeepers so far this season. The best clean sheets. Even better than Chris Bailey. And now's a chance here maybe for a goal here. Oh, another chance for Tillemans to score. Another save there from Andre Onana. Been brilliant, he's been here out this evening. And a very good chance to score. But save right there for Onana now for a corner in the match. Now Zidane right there, cross it in. Header. Now Griezmann. Now it's Kahir. Now Zinedine Zidane. Now Kahir. Now Yuri Tillemans. Frankie de Jong. And now it is obviously Mahrez here. Conte. Now a header right there now to Zinedine Zidane again. Now Cantona now. Lacazette! And he scores! And Padres take the away goal. Away from home. Brilliant hit. And I've got to say the defenders are very, let's say, slow they were. And Nana right there could not even save that one, but fair enough. He can't save everything, he can't. And it is 1-0 to Padres in the match. Teloga behind. Now Griezmann. Back to Kovacic. Defending right there now for Padres here now. Here's Tillemans. Cantona. It's still a very important game for Padres to get something out of this matchup here this evening. They've got any chances of trying to get in that top 4 position in the league. It's very hard, it is, and competitive, the Premier League. It really is for everybody. And now Rio Ferdinand now, and that's going to be half-time. Only 1 goal into it in the first half of the match-up here. The only goal was scored by Lacazette as it ends Teloga 0, Padres 1. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go. Padres versus Inter Teloga in the second half of the match, and now it's Conte. Malcolm. Now it's Kovacic now, it's Tillemans. Now Malcolm now. Now to Conte. Malcolm. Tillemans. Now Zidane now. And now is De Ligt. Now on the ball back here now is Yuri Tillemans here. Cross in here for a goal. Save. Back again, a goal. And it's now 2-0 Padres. And 2 goals from that man, Lacazette. What is happening to Inter Taloga? Last week, they were in Cloud 9, they were, when they picked up that huge win over the Georgehigton Red Devils, the league leaders from last week. But this week, they're 2 goals behind at home to Padres. And things are not looking good for Ten Hag's side. And 2-0. And Eric Ten Hag will definitely probably be disappointed to see the players not giving their all here for tonight. But 2-0 down, they were very good last week. They actually played some very good football. And even they are currently in the top 4 as well. The Premier League is pretty good, I've got to say. But it looks like here's a warning going to be given here now for Zinedine Zidane. Obviously for Padres. But I've got to say they've been playing good football there, Christopher Gauter's side. I know they've been very, let's say, strong. They've been very proactive. They've been in terms of their chances in this game. And they really delivered that. And now Frankie de Jong. Header. Malcolm. And now a chance for a shot there. Oh, goal for Griezmann. There's hope maybe here. There's maybe hope now. Definitely for sure. 2-1. Taloga. 2-1 to Taloga there. That's a good hit right there from Anton Griezmann. Did that last week as well to the Red Devils. And they're doing the exact same thing here this week. Nothing's changed in that circumstance. As Anton Griezmann makes it 1 goal back here for the game. And there's a chance to try and get a comeback here from 2-0 down to 2-2. That might be promising. It might even happen. Who even knows on that? And now it's Malcolm here. Now it's Martinez now. Toby Alderweireld. Could be. Chance, save. Now De Ligt. Now Rio Ferdinand. Now Frankie de Jong. And now Lucas Vidana. Lacazette. And now here's De Ligt now. Now here's obviously de Jong. Now Anton Griezmann. Now it's Cantona. And now it's Conte. And a cross right there for Zinedine Zidane here. Head away. Now it's Toby Alderweireld. And now Conte. Now Zidane. And it's going to be over right here, right now in the game. And there you have it. There you have it, the game. As it ends here at full time. And Inter Taloga lost and Padres won. But thanks all there by Lacazette to score 2 here for tonight. As it ends Taloga 1, Padres Impact 2. A massive, brilliant 3 points for Padres Impact. They guaranteed a massive victory here over Inter Taloga at the Santo Park Stadium. And that's a massive win, Jimmy, for Padres. They really play a good part of getting a result here. Last week, they actually could not get the victory. They drew 0-0 at home to Adders Gunners. But this week, they beat Inter Taloga 2-1, a team who actually defeated Georgehigton Red Devils from last weekend. And this weekend, they beat them in their stadium, in their arena. And tell us your opinions on Padres turning up this week and beating Taloga at their home ground. Well, a very brilliant victory right there for Padres. I thought they really showed that bravery or resilience here, because I think obviously for Patrice to go to draw to Addis at home last week was, let's say they did try their best. They did, don't get me wrong. And Addis were the team really competing because they want to try and catch up to the Red Devils in the Premier League table. But Inter Taloga especially as well, a team also are challenging for the league title. They even beat the Red Devils to end their unbeaten run last weekend. So to come here and get those 3 points was a very, very, very good win it was, I got to say, away from home for Patrice. And let's talk about Alexandre Lacazette. 2 brilliant goals here this evening. What's your thoughts about his talent? Great 2 goals he scored here for this evening. A real brilliant, let's say, style of football that Christopher Gauta played. You know, that system in terms of pass the ball to Lacazette in very good situations in the game. And yeah, Lacazette was a great finisher in those 2 goals, and he was very open in defence a little bit for Taloga. Really helped Lacazette to score against them in the matchup, and he's a very good player, he has been so far this season, and he deserves the credit he does from his 2-goal contribution in the game. Thank you very much there, Jimmy Hansberg. And let's get straight now into the highlights, of course, of all the other coverage across the Premier League. And we'll start things first as South Coast versus AFC Richmond. A brilliant goal right there for South Coast Rangers. Noah Solskjaer right there. Pass the ball there to Lucas Perez to place that ball past the keeper of AFC Richmond to make it 1-0 in the game here for South Coast. Nice counter-attack right there for Youssef Poulsen as Thomas Oaksil there. Past David Trezeguet. Hit the post. Rebound back. All the way there to Lucas Perez. And now it's 2-0 to South Coast in the matchup as AFC Richmond are behind. And then another goal was scored in the matchup as Colin Hughes passed there to Jamie Tarr. And then Pele hits it and puts that ball into the back of the net. And AFC Richmond have got a goal back in the matchup here. And now it's 2-1 here to South Coast Rangers in the game. Massive 3 points for South Coast Rangers as it ends here as South Coast 2, AFC Richmond 1 at the South Camp Stadium. A brilliant start right there for Newport Dragons as they put themselves in the lead in the first 11 minutes in the game. A great goal right there from Scott Hodgson, who striked it through his laces. The ball bounced towards him and all he had to do is hit the ball past the keeper right there of Bill Hilton. And now Newport Dragons are 1-0 up in the match. And Scott Hodgson done it again in the late minutes of the game. It was 4 minutes added on of injury time left at full time. But Scott Hodgson was 1v1 to make sure that Newport Dragons guarantee 3 points in the game. As a great 1v1 solo right there to Bill Hilton. And that means that Newport Dragons have got themselves that big victory at Lakeside Stadium as they are in back-to-back winning ways in the Premier League. As the match ends at full time as Sporting Sun Lake 0, Newport Dragons 2 at full time at Lakeside. The strugglers of the Premier League are #United are currently bottom of the league with no wins so far this season as Van Persie found a pass there to Isaac and hits it right into that top corner. And now Red Bull Tomato makes it 1-0 in the first 23 minutes of the game. A brilliant goal right there and touch there from Alexandre Isaac as it is 1-0 in the game for Red Bull Tomato in the matchup here this afternoon. And then Red Bull Tomato carried on that momentum as Alexandre Isaac lost control of the ball and then won the ball back here. Alexandre Isaac there to Van Persie. Van Persie there to Dwight Young. Dwight Young back to Van Persie. Then to Isaac again and scores his second goal for Red Bull Tomato this evening. And a great goal for him here in the game. But the match ends at the #Arena as struggling side #United 0, Red Bull Tomato 2. And they are definitely climbing up the table now as Charlie Taylor's side are back in winning ways. And a very good counter press right there from Robert Lewandowski. 1v1 to the goalkeeper as he hits it, beats past the keeper there, Ospina. And Warenord are leading the game here by 1-0 so far in the matchup. A nice press on there for Warenord as Mkhitaryan there passed the ball there to Robert Lewandowski. 1v1 to the keeper and has a shot, hit the post into the back of the net. And now Wernald have scored to make it 2-0 in the matchup. 2 goals from the Polish striker as he puts it in past him to make it 2-0 in the game. And a good chance right there from Robert Lewandowski there to pass to Golstinho. Cross into Aguero, heads it in into the back of the net and scores his 3rd goal of the matchup in the game here, as the match ended between Wernald and Grasshoppers, as it ends Wernald 3, Grasshoppers United 0 at full time. A nice press on here for Los Andreas as Henry Runikanu there, pass ball to Barker. A foul right there from Pogba, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic got himself a free kick from outside of the box as Barker right there got taken out by Paul Pogba in the game. And a great right there free kick from Hulk as he smashes that ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 against here Goldfield Boys United. A real brilliant goal right there for Hulk, as the match actually ended here at the Westphalia Bank Stadium, as it ends Los Andreas 1, Goldfield Boys United 0. Big pass right there from Dennis Parker. Pass ball to Granit Xhaka. Knocks there to Robert Cliff. And all the way right there to Devon Williams. 1v1 as he hits it in past the keeper. Great passing right there from the Prantos players, as the match actually ended here at the Allianz Stadium. Only a single goal in the matchup, as it ends Prantos 1, Hasenfield Terriers 0. And these two sides are in the relegation zone of the Premier League. But Chelford Saturday got themselves a great opener by a goal from Speedman right there to beat past the keeper there for Iceberg Forest keeper Martin Dubravka. And Chelford Saturday are leading here against Iceberg Forest by 1-0 in the matchup. But however, Iceberg Forest got themselves a consolation goal as Sonny Cazorla right there hits it through his laces past that keeper Andre Canas. And now Chelford Saturday are level here with Iceberg in the game. A brilliant throw right there from Jake Samuels there to Quincy Prolmaz. A great pass from Quincy Prolmaz all the way to Ray Donovan as he hits it first time. But the keeper could not save that out of the goal. But the ball actually went into the back of the net, however, though, as Canas could not save it. As the match ended here, as Iceberg Forest escaped the relegation drop after winning here from this afternoon by 2-1 to Chelford. Nice press right there from Luis Suarez. 1v1 to Bert Leno as he hits there past the keeper right there, as he really beat the defenders to that ball. And now Suarez placed that ball past the keeper to make it 1-0. Good pass there from Blind. Suarez right there really outpaced Matt Nelson to really beat the keeper to make it 1-0 in the match. But in the second half, before injury time, Sadio Mane had the ball, not there to Marco Reus, hits it for his laces into the back of the net to score that goal, that crucial goal for Chesico to get themselves that big crucial point, as it drew Addis Gunners at home against Chesico, as it ends here as Addis Gunners 1, Chesico Blue Tigers 1 at full time. The official results here for match day 16 of the Premier League. Addis Gunners 1, Chesico Blue Tigers 1, Chelford Saturday 1, Iceberg Forest 2, Prantos 1, Hasenfield Terriers 0, Los Andreas 1, Goldfield Boys United 0, Wernord 3, Grasshoppers United 0, Hashtag United 0, Red Bull Tomato 2, Sporting Sun Lake 0, Newport Dragons 2, South Coast Rangers 2, AFC Richmond 1, and Georgehigton City 0, Georgehigton Red Devils 0, and Inter Taloga 1, Padres Impact 2. And the official table of the Premier League, as we have the Georgehigton Red Devils atop with 39 points. In second, we have his Alice with 35. In third, we have his Prantos with 35. And fourth, we have his Inter Taloga with 33. In fifth, we have his Padres with 30. In sixth, we have his Chesico Blue Tigers of 29. And in seventh position is Wayne with 28. In eighth, we have his Goldfield with 23. In 9th position is the Georgehigton City with 22, and in 10th position is South Coast Rangers with 22. In the bottom half of the table of the Premier League, that will mean that Newport Dragons are 11th with 21 points. In 12th position is Red Bull Tomato with 20. In 13th position is also Sporting St Lake with 19. In 14th position is AFC Richmond with 16. In 15th position is Los Andreas with 16. In 16th we have is Hassonfield Terriers with 14 points. And that will mean that Iceberg Forest and Grasshoppers are both in that relegation battle, but Iceberg won that game against Charlton Saturday, so they move out of the relegation drop on goal difference, and that will mean that Grasshoppers for the first time this season drop into that relegation playoffs, and that also means that Charlton Saturday and also #United occupy the automatic relegation positions. But coming up on RBC Sports for next week, we've got Cup action, second round proper of the RFA Kings Cup competition, and that'll take place live on RBC for next Saturday. And that's all we have time for here right now for all the coverage here on RBC for Saturday kickoff and match day 16. As that's all for myself here today, Gary Walker here for this evening, and also my fellow pundit Jimmy Hansberg, and have a very good evening, as we'll be back of course for next week with some cup action for the second round of the RFA Kings Cup. And that's going to be it from me here right now for tonight, and have a very good evening everybody.